Hello and welcome to Prime at 9. I'm Naomi Kikon. The All Nagaland Ad Hoc Teachers Group 2015 batch's indefinite hunger strike entered day 3 today. The ANATG 15 has been demanding regularization of their service from the state government. ANATG 15 member Pendang Ozigam informed that till date there is no concrete assurances from the government side for regularization of services. He informed that the members will be submitting representation to Chief Minister tomorrow. Ozigam said that a joint meeting between the ANATG 15 and the government on Friday made an agreement to form a high-power committee to look into ANATG for regularization of services. However, the members did not accept and agreed upon the deliberations, and some core committee members tenders their resignation on moral grounds.
I joined back on the hunger strike. Yes, I've been, collecting the information of what has gone throughout the day yesterday. So, yes, the department officials, if I'm not very wrong, then as far as I've been informed, they came on their own individual personal capacity to explain where the crowd has, or where the members has felt short to understand. So I think they came down for just some rectification, or trying to explain the exact thing, the purpose of the formation of the HPC. Somehow there are some certain clauses of the HPC which our general members did not agree to. So for instance, like the HPC will take 1 year's time to examine our case and then put it before the government. So those are the clauses which, yes, I'm not sorry, I do not recollect the exact word in the agreement between the government of Nagaland and the representatives of NATG regarding that 1 year's time. But that is what is written, something of that sort. It will take 1 year's time to examine our study, study our case, then only put forward for regularization. So, without a time-bound agreement, that's where the general members are not willing to agree. Say, for example, that's one of the instances. And also there are some few instances, but yes, as far as my knowledge is concerned, and due to my absence from the meeting yesterday, I won't be able to say much, but I'm very sure that that is one of the such kind of points are, as far as my little knowledge is concerned, and as far as I can understand. Sorry if it's interpreted in the wrong way, but I did not see, that is my personal view, I did not see any such kind of assurance. Of course, yes, we do have faith, we do keep faith that once they promise, something could be delivered, but nothing of that, sort of pure, concrete assurance as we see, because we all know how the HPC works, and as I say, it's about mainly regarding the consumption of time, which is 1 year. Yeah. We are without any solid food, but honestly, I don't lie on this, we are on supply of water, drinking water. We are not getting dehydrated, any of us, so far, since water does help us a lot, and sometimes, yes, we go for the oral rehydration solutions at times. So those are the things which are sustaining. So so far so good, all of us. Yes, we feel sorry for those fellow members who have not been able to sustain themselves and have been admitted into the hospitals and stuff like that. Yes, the 4 members who were admitted to the hospital, yes, they have all been released. They have all been released from the hospital, and they're doing okay now with little medical assistance. They are okay, back on the track. But we do not have any idea. We haven't yet discussed whether those members will be again admitted back to the hunger strike or not, because they have already developed some kind of issues with their health. So that is it. And regarding the shift of the venue, yes, the we are again, time and again, we are very grateful to the Naga Students Federation to have allowed us to use this venue for the past so many days, and yes, all out of a very good gesture towards our genuine cause, and they have been doing it on a free will. So yes, we are very, very glad and grateful to the Naga Students.
Reacting to the violent protests which partially blocked Airport Road by Imphal College students, Chief Minister Biren Singh on Sunday said it was a highly unfortunate incident. Reflecting on the incident, Singh said he came across some videos where a woman with a small child was not allowed to pass the all-important road even after the repeated appeal to protesting students. The Chief Minister warned that strong actions will be taken against the people who are engaged in extreme form of violence. Leaders who took prime role in mobilizing the protests will soon be identified and legal actions will be taken up against them. The Chief Minister said people who were engaged in such anti-government, anti-people or anti-national activities will be strongly dealt with, and for youths who are engaged in such activities will face serious consequences in their career growth.
Nungaitaba ai su video clipping sindu uraganda yam laibak tibe su yam nungaitaba sina hangi airport masana pi su pami na pi ma masana su pami duga hangang duna madu daida moi duna madu khutari ba kano mohung karino koi ki society si some things ekoi hangkat ni gen ma thok ta na hangi thogok amani du ai strongly yam nungaite yam kaina khut thaba khotpadu budi legal action logani adu madugi movement sagali ba leaders sing akoi identify tawni sugumba anti government anti nationals aduga anti oi boy koi any kainom taro ko dekti yek kani na leiba kangu gise satoi gere anyway gere basi identify tawr kanda youth sing de akoi hayam moi ki service career yam thina sokani akoi police verification hayang service sama to boda police verification loi rakne aduna koi each and every police station da high bus maina crime da senaba se PFI bentoro kreko Popular Front of India bentoro kreba sai da mapung yam na loud na tawrumba kholamba tawba maya dunia da ni tropodu evidence phanga kan ai khoi gu ju slightly kana ki guidance makha the walk to book kanano karino outlaw samnabra samnada ba observe to adu outlaw samnarga walk to rumba anti national ki the sokolamba anti state ki the adu mator magadi hayeng moi na di like tamya koi lore na like tam baga loiro matung da sumoi service the bera le simadi ai instruction pasal like state amamam da student gi body labor yam tangai phade aduna bokoi se election tawdori akoina nahan election ye thoi du so ina han haje dre jaga khara da khoi gi kano se khoi gi kare nomination papers munna ba europe even atai natta ba ai sida media da panning de atai maming kari kaino senar kan ki han ma pulam europe gi masi khana ba tare soina ba tare na to kan khana ba haura bani ma phang group nai Madu taubo tari hari gai thokpai hujik su koi ngasi hai no minister madu tawnga.
Commenting on student union election postponement, and Biren Singh said he understands the importance of students' bodies in every state. However, decision to postpone the election was taken after some incidents of nomination papers capturing came to light. The election was deferred only to prevent some serious violence, and it will be soon be conducted, the Chief Minister added. Freedom Rider Biker Rally, which was flagged off from Delhi on September 9 by Union Home Minister Amit Shah, has reached Sikkim today. The rally was 10 flagged off by Governor of Sikkim, Ganga Prasad, for other parts of the northeastern states. The rally has already covered 8 states, and in the coming 2 months, it will cover all the states of the country.
के अंदर एक अमृत महोत्सव मनाया जा रहा है। एक जागृति भारत के अंदर आ रहे हैं, लोगों को, ये नौजवान लोगों को जागृत कर रहे हैं। भारत के लिए काम करना है, भारत को आत्मनिर्भर बनाना है, इसके लिए हमें सभी को मिलकर काम करना है। मैं इन सभी नौजवानों को बधाई देता हूँ कि आप सभी लोग इस प्रकार घूम करके हर क्षेत्रों में घूम के जा रहे हैं, लोगों को जागृत कर रहे हैं, लोगों को इसके लिए तैयार कर रहे हैं। उन हमें अमृत महोत्सव में उन लोगों को, उन शहीदों को याद करें जिन्होंने देश को आज़ाद कराने अपनी कुर्बानी दी है। इस प्रकार जा रहे, इसलिए मैं इन सबों को बधाई, सबों के प्रति शुभकामना, सबके मंगलमय जीवन की कामना करता हूँ।
The rally, consisting of 75 bikers, have exploring 75 iconic locations to mark Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav riders. Riders will cover a distance of more than 18,000 kilometers. 10 women from India and 4 international riders are also taking part in the Pan-India bike ride. With the aim to bring about a positive change in the life of young and old people who are addicted to alcohol, the Pungro Town Baptist Church Music Ministry observed No Alcohol Day by organizing an open-air concert under the theme Say Yes to Jesus and No to Alcohol. During the program, speaker Dr. Holipa Anar, Trong So Mong and Laku Mong shared their testimonies, while Kids Foundation Choir and Churches Choir presented songs. Speaking to HornbillTV, Director PTBC Bungro Town Baptist Church, Surela said that the ministry and the church are dedicated in impacting and reviving the life of alcoholic.
Standing in the sun, can only imagine when all I will do is forever, forever worship you.
Sing unto the Lord and praise His name. Sing unto the Lord and praise His name. Be telling of His salvation from day to day. Oh, sing unto the Lord.
Mohan hile dikhiase manu chi jama kurna dikhiase kile jama kurna ase aju to Sunday ase holebi itu 2nd October to World No Alcohol Day celebration ase aro itu la program do Music Ministry of Northern Baptist Church for open air live music concert come No Alcohol Day celebration under the theme Say Yes to Jesus, No to Alcohol. Itu la theme loina mohan idu celebrate kuriase mohan kile idu celebrate kuriase kole manula life idu mudura beshi biya gordia aro murai dia dikhiase idu karne kile idu organize kurise gole through this program idu loa karne ekjon holebi ekta family holebi change kurle idu phalo niki kona mohan idu program organize kurise.
Amid a political crisis in Maharashtra after regime's change, over 3,000 Shiv Sena members from Mumbai's Worli area today joined Chief Minister Eknath Shinde's camp. Earlier, Shinde appointed the executive committee members of the Yuva Sena from the kin of the rebel Shiv Sena MLAs. Samathan Sarvangar, Raj Kulkarni, Raj Surve and Prayag Lande were appointed as the in charge of the Mumbai unit of Yuva Sena. On September 26, Pala Sahib Thagare's close aides Chamba Singh Thapa and Moreshwar Raje joined Eknath Shinde's camp of the party. Both served at Bal Thagare's Madhostri for around 3 decades. Maharashtra CM Eknath Shinde said that Shiv Sena's former office bearers of Goa state and many office bearers of Vanchit Bahujan Akadi met today and announced their support to the coalition government. A Shinde camp MLA said that on this auspicious occasion of Navaratri, everyone was happy that restrictions on festivals have been lifted. There was huge enthusiasm, which was the need of the hour. Amid the frenzy around the Congress presidential polls, sources said that the Congress High Command will take a decision over the change of guard in Rajasthan until the presidential polls are over, thereby indicating that Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot is safe for now. The Gehlot pilot factional fight had blown out of proportion recently when the Congress High Command attempted to ensure a smooth transition of power in Jaipur by promoting Gehlot as the next Congress president and installing Pilot as Chief Minister. The change was thought necessary to ensure the Congress was voted back to power in a state where assembly polls would be held in 2023. However, Gehlot, who has his heart in Rajasthan, could not get a resolution passed by the MLAs authorizing incumbent President Sonia Gandhi to decide on the chief ministerial candidate. Over 90 MLAs loyal to Gehlot revolted against the AICC view to remove Gehlot as the chief minister. They did so as the lawmakers were opposed to Pilot getting the top executive post and instead wanted one of their own to be the new CM. The sword is still dangling over Gehlot's head, but the High Command has deferred the issue for a while to avoid creating unnecessary controversies due to the presidential poll, sources said. The Congress, in the midst of a high-profile presidential contest between Sonia Gandhi-backed Mallikarjun Kharge and Shashi Tharoor, which is being watched across the country. Voting will take place on October 17 and the results will be out on October 19. Senior leader Mallikarjun Kharge, who is contesting for party's top post against Shashi Tharoor on Sunday, said he has not entered the polls to oppose anyone but to strengthen the party. Kharge said he entered the polls after senior and young leaders alike urged him to enter the fray. Post his candidature for party's president election, Congress leaders Gaurav Vallabh, Dipender S. Hooda and Syed Nasir Hussain resigned from Congress spokesperson post to campaign for Kharge. There is unemployment, inflation is rising, the gap between the rich and the poor is widening, and all promises of the BJP remain unfulfilled, Kharge said at a press conference flanked by Dipender Hooda, Syed Nasir Hussain and Gaurav Vallabh. Asked about Shashi Tharoor's remarks that he is a candidate for change, while Kharge is a candidate of continuity and status quo, Kharge said after polls, any decision for reform will be taken jointly and not by one person. He also rejected suggestions that the Gandhi family was backing him, saying he was urged by other leaders to contest. Kharge and Tharoor were left in the fray in the Congress presidential poll after former Jharkhand Minister K.N. Tripathi's nomination was rejected on Saturday. Panic and a chaotic run for exits after police fired tear gas at an Indonesian soccer match to drive away rampaging fans left at least 174 dead, most of whom were trampled upon or suffocated, making it one of the deadliest sports events in the world. Attention immediately focused on the police use of tear gas, which is banned at soccer stadiums by FIFA. The president of the World Soccer Body called the deaths at the stadium a dark day for all involved in football and tragedy beyond comprehension, while President Joko Widodo ordered an investigation of security procedures. Violence broke out after the same ended Saturday evening with host Arema FC of East Java's Malang City losing to Persebaya of Surabaya 3-2. Disappointed with their team's loss, thousands of supporters of Arema, known as Aremania, reacted by throwing bottles and other objects at players and soccer officials. Witnesses said fans flooded the Kanjuruhan Stadium pitch and demanded that Arema management explain why, after 23 years of undefeated home matches against rival Persibaya, this one ended in a loss. The violence spread outside the stadium, where at least 5 police vehicles were toppled and set ablaze. Riot police responded by firing tear gas, including towards the stadium stands, causing panic among the crowd. In the midst of defending against the Russian aggression, the Ukrainian marksmen are using one of the deadliest rifles ever made, the Snipex Alligator. It can fire a 14.5-meter bullet over ranges of more than 4 miles. The weapon is being used to target enemy soldiers as well as their equipment. The bullet strikes a target with almost 12 tons of energy, a force powerful enough to obliterate body armor and blow an enemy soldier to pieces, and the target is struck with almost 12 tons of energy, a force powerful enough to obliterate body armor. Ukrainian-made weapon used against Russian troops and helicopters can also penetrate vehicle armor over an inch thick at closer range. The rifle only came into use with the Ukrainian army in 2021, and British special forces have been teaching recruits how to use the weapon in combat. Ukrainian troops are using the weapon to target enemy soldiers and light armored vehicles, communications equipment and ammunition and fuel dumps. The soldiers equipped with the rifle, some of whom are women, have also been used to target helicopters in flight and aircraft parked on the ground. Reports have suggested that the rifle was used with deadly effect by soldiers from the Ukrainian Azov Brigade during the defense of the city of Mariupol earlier this year. To reduce the enormous recoil, the rifle has been fitted with a muzzle brake, a device usually found on tanks and artillery-filled guns. The rifle has also been fitted with a recoil isolator to dampen the kickback so that it does not damage the sniper's shoulder. The current standing world record for a long-range sniper kill is 3,540 meters, made by a Canadian special operations sniper in Iraq in 2017. The Alligator could achieve a similar distance, but most shots taken between 3,500 and 7,000 meters would likely be harassing fire or directed against a large area target like a communications or logistics unit. On the day of Mahasaptami, traffic movement was stalled in Agartala city as hundreds of auto rickshaw drivers staged protests in front of the CNG refueling stations demanding revocation of the hike in CNG prices. According to the protesters, Tripura National Natural Gas Corporation Limited has abruptly increased the fuel prices by ₹9 a day before Mahasaptami. The auto drivers claimed that hike in fuel prices would adversely affect their business during the Puja days.
লক্ষ লক্ষ টাকা পার হেড গভর্নমেন্টকে পেনাল্টি দিতে হয়েছে আমাদেরকে প্রতিদিন 50 টাকা করে এরকম আমাদেরকে পেনাল্টি ফালতুকে দেওয়া হয়েছে ফিটনেসের জন্য। আর এছাড়া ট্যাক্স টোকেন ইন্স্যুরেন্স যা আছে ওভারঅল সব কিছুতে এত বৃদ্ধি আমাদের পিঠের দেওয়াল একদম পিঠে লেগে গেছে। এতদিন যাবৎ আমরা চুপচাপ হয়ে দিয়েছিলাম, এতদিন যাবৎ আমরা চুপচাপ হয়ে দিয়েছিলাম, কিন্তু আর সহ্য হইতেছে না, পারতেছি না আমরা। এখন আমরা গরম খাবার নিতে পারতেছি না, এরকম পজিশন। এরপরে মিটার লাগানো, মিটারের জন্য আমাদের থেকে প্রত্যেকটা লোকের থেকে 3,500 টাকা 4,000 টাকা করে নেওয়া হয়েছে। হ্যাঁ, নেওয়া হয়েছে শুধু মিটার লাগানোর জন্য, আর কোনো কিছু না। হয়তো মিটার কোনো কাজে লাগে না, শুধু টাকাটা নেওয়ার জন্য, শুধু টাকাটা নেওয়ার জন্য। সবাই জানা আছে যে মিটার আমাদের কোনো কাজে লাগবে না, মিটার দিয়ে প্যাসেঞ্জারও চলবে না। হ্যাঁ, কিন্তু তবু আমাদের থেকে মিটারের টাকা নেওয়া।
নোটিফিকেশন একটা জারি করেছে সিএনজি অফিস থেকে। সেখানে বলা হয়েছে যে গ্যাসের দাম আজকে থেকে নাকি 9 টাকা সামথিং টাকা বৃদ্ধি হবে। আপনারা জানেন গত কয়েক মাস আগেই 8 টাকা বৃদ্ধি পেয়েছে, তার মধ্যে আজকে এই পুজোর সময়, তো এই পুজোর সময়ে আবার 9 টাকা বৃদ্ধি। পটু শ্রমিকরা এমনি অর্থনৈতিক তারা দুরবস্থার মধ্যে আছে। প্রথমত ওদের ফিটনেস ফাইন নিয়ে ওরা প্রচণ্ড সমস্যার সম্মুখীন আছেন। আজকে গত 4 বছর ধরে আমরা সরকারের কাছে বারবার আবেদন করছি যে এই ফিটনেস ফাইনটাকে যেন এককালীন মুকুব করে অন্তত শ্রমিকরা রেহাই পায়। সেটা নিয়ে আলোচনা হয়েছে এবং সেটা কিছুদিনের মধ্যে সমাধান হবে, সেটা আমাদের পরিবহন মন্ত্রী আশ্বস্ত করেছে।
The protests rocked the capital city since the morning. Protests were called off in the second half of the day when authorities conceded to reconsider the hike in fuel rates after consultation with the representatives of various trade union bodies. The protesters claimed that they had been suffering from issues like fitness clearance, token charges, meter installation charges. The protests evoked prompt responses from the trade union leaders. A delegation of trade union leaders under the leadership of Shramik Unayan Mancha leader Biplab Kar met in a deputation with the authorities of Tripura Natural Gas Corporation, the agency that looks after the distribution and supply of compressed natural gas mainly used in public transport utilities.
That's all for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.